But the only villager that I purposefully tried to move out and successfully kicked out was Rodney. I hate Rodney, okay? He was in my New Leaf town.
What's wrong with Rodney, Cammy? I thought all animals were perfect.
Animals and Animal Crossing villagers are two separate things.
Hot take, Rodney. Everyone. Hot take. Spill that tea.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to The Box, the Annie chat box where we good friends snuggle up in a teeny tiny space to talk about all things anime, except when we don't, like today, because this is an episode of Box Bits. Box Bits are our patron-driven content that we create for you, where in these little beauties, we decide to talk about anything ranging from our hobbies or our personal lives or pretty much really anything that we decide we want to chit-chat about. So, Cassie is here with me today. Would you like to say hey?
I want to talk about anime.
Okay.
Let's talk about anime.
I mean, there is no rule we can't, and I guess we have because we talked about what, like Magical Girls last time?
Yeah, we did. It was a trip. I really liked that episode actually. It's pretty good.
We need to do a part 2.
Pretty good.
Yes. Although today we are here to talk about something not necessarily related to anime, but is anime adjacent, and that is Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Nintendo Switch, which came out. Cassie, did it come out the day before your birthday? Was that it?
It came out the day after yours.
Yeah, didn't Persona 5 come out on your birthday? Royal.
It came out,
Is that it?
Royale came out on my birthday. And it was really funny because I was talking to Suki and I was like, this is so awful because I know that Cammy is one of those people who just adores Animal Crossing. And then they did that thing where they released it the day after her goddamn birthday. So she didn't get to have her birthday party in game unless you were on time. But I was like, that's just so effed up.
I think, yeah, I wasn't initially bothered by the release date as far as, like, waiting to play it, but then when I realized how birthdays work in the game, I was like, oh, that's fucked. I literally have to wait the longest amount of time to celebrate my birthday with my villagers.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that's kind of a bummer, but I guess we'll live. It'll be fine. Oh, man. But I would like, just for all of our listeners, you should know that Cassie and I have been playing this game since day one.
Oh, yeah.
There was especially, like, probably the first, like, 4 or 5 weeks, I would say, like, we were into it, like, really heavy duty. Like, you had that like, island Discord, and you just, like, slowly dragged more people into it, which was great. And then, like, played, like, the stock market with turnips and with just island hop, and it's been really fun. Like, I don't always island hop quite as much, but whenever I do, or I, like, hop in a call with, like, you and Suki and Rin, it's just been really, really, really fun. Tons of fun.
It's true. It's very true. I have a lot of fun playing Animal Crossing. I think one of the things, ironically, that is making me starting to fall off it now is that I'm realizing that I lack a lot of creativity that other people have. So when I unlocked terraforming, for example, I was like, oh no, now I have the tools, but I am so scared to use them. And then I go and visit, like, Rin's Island, and I'm like...
Rin's
and I'm
Island.
like, I actually showed Lily Rin's Island, like, while I was visiting her. I was like, look at all this shit. Look how beautiful it is. Look how perfect to the fucking, like, millimeter this goddamn island is. And Lily threw up her hands and was like, I lost Animal Crossing. I lost. and I left, because I did too.
It's so True. Rin's Island is insane. I went there today and I was just like, Rin, I know you're a good teacher and you're an amazing teacher and you care so much about these kids, but please get a job in like fucking architecture or like infrastructural design because this is insane.
Yeah, it's
like,
nuts.
I can't handle it. That precision is nuts. I actually very much agree with you. Terraforming to me, like ever since I heard about the concept of it, I was just massively intimidated. I was like, this is too much power, and I'm like not gonna learn how to use it very well. And I kind of still feel that. The first thing I tried out was waterscaping, and I basically just fucked up a lot of my like main river, and then had to like unfuck it up. And then cliffs as well. It's just been a lot of fucking up and then trying to unfuck it up. And I really haven't been super adventurous. Like, I think I just got some little, like, cliff areas out of the way or, like, river areas. And then only recently have I attempted to make waterfalls. And you want to talk again about fucking things up, fucking them up. I, like, 2 days ago in my island, I just had this, like, giant fucking, like 2-story cliff and a waterfall like in the middle of surrounding land, and it just looked so stupid. And I was like, okay, this was a first try that I worked on for like 2 hours last night, but we're gonna take it down now. And then I tried to add some waterfalls based off of existing land, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I looked it up on a YouTube tutorial and just tried because yeah, people that have the foresight to be able to envision like extremely complex islands is incredible. It's a talent that I don't have, and I also don't really have the time to adapt that knowledge. And I think the same could be said for you as far as the lack of time.
Yeah,
as well.
I actually stopped playing the game for a couple days, almost a week, because I had a human growth and development course that I was taking at school, and it was kicking my ass. I took the test like 2-3 times, like the practice test, and failed every single time. And so last week I just sat down and was like, my whole life now is going to be human growth and development, and also a little bit of Persona 5 Royale because I have an addiction. But that's another conversation for another box bits. But anyway, so I put Animal Crossing down, and I picked it back up today because I knew we were going to be talking about it on this box bits, and immediately I just got so much shade from all of my villagers. Some of them were like really haughty about it. They were like, oh, we're on speaking terms now. I had no idea. And then poor Zucker told me how he sat outside my house and cried, hoping I would come outside every day. And stuff like that. And I'm like, man, this game punishes you for putting it down. It's emotional terrorism.
You heard the takoyaki boy.
He
so
cried
sad.
outside my door every day.
Do you think he cried like eel sauce? Because that's what they put on takoyaki balls. Like,
it's very possible.
Eel sauce tears, poor thing. You know, that's actually just almost hilarious to see because the game has always, at least from when I played it on GameCube, definitely given you like meta shade like that when you don't play the game. But like that's for like months. Like almost a week? That seems a bit extreme for everybody to be like reacting that way. That's like, now I'm just really concerned for the inevitable day that I stop playing for like a really long time and then pick it up again, and I'm just gonna be shunned as the letdown island representative who just led my island to ruin. That sounds awful.
I just talked to Dom, and he said, you haven't been dodging me, right? Not that you could. I may be swole, but I'm not slow.
I can't with Dom. Okay, Dom, like, has become a tag all his own on my Twitter page. Like, I see so many Dom memes and, like, Dom fan art, and I just live for it.
Dom is great.
Yeah, I try to send you Dom stuff that I find relevant, but, like, there's so much. I really hope that I sent you the screen cap somebody took of Dom, or no, it was a fan art. It was fan art of Dom wearing the Pussy Slayer sweater.
Oh my god.
and like flexing with his cute little face. It was so funny. I've seen that one, and then I just sent you the Gasolina one where he's like dancing, which I love. And I just realized the blog that made it the Twitter page that made it is called Dom Dancing 2 Memes. So somebody has a Twitter account purely to take a clip of Dom dancing and just sync it to random songs that people request.
I think that is like a humanitarian calling, and I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, that's the entire purpose. Like, Dom is what I would call a cult favorite among like all of the new villagers. Speaking of new villagers, actually, I don't think I ever got your opinion, but do you have thoughts or opinions about Raymond?
I want him.
Cat?
I want him so bad, and Suki got him, and I was like, listen, if he ever wants to move out, you just let a girl know, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's still there or not. I haven't got to actually play Animal Crossing with Suki in a while, but I wanted him so bad. I still do. I just love how smug he looks. I like how he has the different colored eyes.
Yes.
I love his little glasses. I love that he looks like an overstressed office worker.
Which you can relate to.
Oh, just a bit. I love Raymond. And out of all the other new ones, I would probably want him or Judy. Judy is so goddamn cute and exactly my goddamn aesthetic. I want her so bad. I already have Dom. Dom's my new villager I got, and I'm very happy that I got Dom, especially because he was my first villager. So I didn't even have to scout for him. He was just there. He was there. He's been there with me since day one.
He loves you so much.
My other day oneer is long gone. Bye, Renee. Goodbye.
My day oneers were Louis, who basically looks like DK, Donkey Kong, and he was my sporty type, and I was like, yeah, I could take or leave him, but after I pathetically tried to roll the game for Marshall, which once I realized that you can only get an Uchi type and a sporty type, I was like, wow, that was hopeless, because Marshall's a smug type villager. But then I liked the way my island looked. I was tired of rolling, and I had Muffy, and Muffy is great. Muffy is a goth sheep, like a purple goth sheep, and I was like, yeah, I can live with having you here. You're fun. But
in this
Muffy,
house, we stan a goth queen.
We do. We stan a goth queen. It's a bummer that I got her first, because apparently if you get villagers like past a certain point, they'll come with their own like pre-designed or their own like designed houses and furniture, but your starter villagers just have like a really basic house. As far as the furniture goes. So I didn't get to see Muffy's, like, she's had really cool housing furniture in the older games. Like, she has the very fancy, like, regal stuff. So that would have been fun. She actually was one of my first villagers to ask to move out. And because I like variety, I was like, okay, Muffy, I will see you later. But the only villager that I purposefully tried to move out and successfully kicked out was Rodney. I hate Rodney, okay? He was in my New Leaf town.
What's wrong with Rodney, Cammy? I thought all animals were perfect.
Animals and Animal Crossing villagers are two separate things.
Hot take, Rodney, everyone. Hot take. Spill that tea.
I think that I would have been less angry towards Rodney, but here's the thing. Rodney was also in my old New Leaf town, and I had managed to move him out, but he still haunted my main, like, big city part of the area because, I don't know, in New Leaf that was a thing. Like, villagers that used to live in your town would be like, hey, I'm visiting to do some shopping. So I still had to see him. Rodney, if you have not seen what he looks like, he just looks like a fucking annoying, like, hamster with buck teeth and pimples. I know they're freckles, but they look like zits, and I hate it. And he is a chubby little hamster that wears horizontal stripes. What are you doing? Wear something flattering for your body, Rodney. Like, and he is just, I don't like him. He's very egotistical. Like, if he was insecure and, like, I don't know, modest, whatever, that's fine. But, like, he just annoys me with, like, every fiber of my being. And he was my first camper, so that meant I had to move him in. And your first camper is always a smug type. So you have, like, a list of different villagers to roll for that are smug. Do you want to know who else is a smug type? Yep. Marshall.
Your baby. Your baby
my
boy.
My baby boy, Marshall, that I have wanted, needed, strived for, begged for, and hunted for since this game started. And instead, I got Rodney, who is like my least favorite smug type, and I had to move him in. And I was upset by that. But it's all good. He's moved out. It's fine. We did it by just not talking to him. I will also say, PSA, I do not advocate for purposefully harassing your villagers that you want to move. It's not a proven technique to work, and it's just very malicious. Just don't talk to them, like, at all. But
I mean, I hit Moose with a net. Like, I used to be in that camp too. I used to be like, there is no reason to make this tiny animal in this video game cry. It's so mean. I don't care if it's fake. Stop doing it. And I told Lily this too, because she used to hit Lionel with a net. And I was like, stop hitting your villager. You're gonna make them cry. And when they cry, I hurt. And then I got Moose. And I was like, well, there is an exception to every rule. And, I hate his face, and I wanted to smash it with a net. That's all. That's all.
Moose is a lot. And I can't believe that Moose moved from Suki's island to your island. Like, that's just... I
paid money to get rid of Moose. Not in a illegal way. I play this game mostly how it's intended to be played. I bought amiibo cards to get the fuck rid of Moose as soon as possible, and that's why I have Pecan, because she's a queen and he's last week's garbage. Goodbye, Moose. Never come back.
Very true. God, his face with his stupid curls and shit, like, he makes me think like he's a reject greaser, like from the movie Grease, like the guys with the leather jackets, but he's just like a fucking reject greaser mouse. And so you left a reject greaser mouse for a true diva, an operatic queen of sorts in Pecan, because Pecan is amazing. I am curious, how much was her amiibo card?
We bought the assorted, like, random pack. So it was like $10. It wasn't that bad. So I didn't get to choose what I got. I just bought a pack and we went with that. That's how I got Fuchsia as well. Because she also came in that random pack. And we also got, like, Big Top, which is just, like, a goofy looking elephant. He's cute. And a couple of others. But the only ones that I put in my island were Fuchsia and, Pecan. Though the route that you have to go to use the amiibo cards is kind of annoying.
Oh, really?
Especially because I don't time travel. I'm fine if you do, but I don't. And the thing is, like, what you have to do is you have to scan the amiibo card. Then the villager goes to the campsite. Then you go and talk to them. And they say, oh, well, it would be nice to have a souvenir. So then you have to run around trying to make them a gift. And then they go, oh, well, I'm just going to go back home, but invite me back again.
What?
So you have to do this 3 times. You have to scan the card. They show up for a day. You give them a gift. They leave. The next day you have to scan the card. They go back to the campsite. You have to make them a gift. They leave. The third day you scan a card. They come back to the campsite. You make them a gift again. And then they're like, well, I guess I could move here.
That's insane. I had no idea that was the requirement. I thought you just scanned the card.
No.
And they showed up. What? Oh my gosh.
No, you gotta work for it. They're like,
Damn.
You want to go and get an animal to move into your island without island hopping? Is the game intended? Well, you will pay. You will pay in time and money.
That's insane. Wow. I'm really glad you got Fuchsia. She's like highlighter aesthetic bad bitch, and I like her a lot.
I do too. Oh God, when I went to talk to her today after I've been gone a while, she was like, oh man, I hope I didn't make you want to avoid me. That happens a lot. She's like, I give off a weird air, you know. I hope I didn't make you mad. And I'm like, oh, Fuchsia, you're a bad bitch. You're fine. I love you.
Oh, what a good girl. Oh man, some of my other villagers that I love, was it like my first, it was like my first or second Mystery Island pop-up villager. I got Bo. And Bo I knew because I think he was like pretty popular in previous games. And so I was like, holy shit, like personally, I'm in love with Marshall, but I do know Bo is very popular. He's also just really fucking cute. He's like a cute little deer in a sweater with like deer designs on the sweater. He's
Aww.
cute. So I was like, yes. And so I was like, come to my island. And I've given him lots of like love in a very like friendshipy way. I give him presents all the time. He likes food, so I try to give him food. I talk to him every day. He's a disaster because he's a lazy type. And Cassie, you saw some Twitter posts and saw how... Didn't you say they're just like basically high the whole time? Oh my god. Because they like to eat and they laugh at like weird inconsequential things. And they just, like, Bo talks about how filthy he is all the time. He's just like, my sweater looks good with, like, Cheeto dust on it and fruit stains and cracker crumbs. And I'm like, you are disgusting, but I love you. 'Cause he's so, right? He's so sweet. He's so food driven. He talks about how he is not good at responding to alarm clocks, but the alarm clock at his tummy wakes him up all the time because he's got to eat. And he also talked about how he's not allowed to drive cars after vividly describing the sounds of what I can only believe is a car crash. And then he's like, yeah, I'm not allowed to drive cars anymore. So I love Bo. I am constantly concerned for Bo. I'm just very worried about Bo. But he is a beloved member of Aria Isle, and he will stay forever. And also, just random, Get's never been a big fan of Animal Crossing. Yeah. But Bo is now officially his favorite villager. He loves Bo so much. So...
You can never get rid of Bo. You can never let him go.
No, you're exactly right. So Bo is good.
Do you think Get'll ever, like, move into your island? Because I know you can have, like, friends, like, move onto your island. Do you think he'll ever do that just so he can hang out with Bo in the flesh?
No, if I asked him to, like, let's say if I wanted, I don't know, more inventory space, or, like, I think Suki created another home for, like, being able to buy certain items or something. Like, if I needed basically a dummy account, I could have him make one, but I don't think he'd ever seek out playing it on his own. Aww. He likes the game and respects the reasons people like it, why I like it, but for him, he just says it's not the kind of game that he likes to play. So we respect that, but I show him all of the dialogue that I find worthy of sharing with him, and he mutually responds to me with that, so that's good.
That is good. That's precious.
Yeah. When Marshall finally moved to my island, Get... Because Get knows I love Marshall as well. When he moved to my island officially, Get started parody singing When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars. And he was like, now my baby's dancing. But she's dancing with a Twinkie squirrel. And I was like, Marshall's not a twink! Shut up!
I mean, I don't think Get is incorrect.
Oh no! I mean, you're not wrong. That is more of the type that I have. But anyway,
I mean, listen, we have very similar types. That's all I'm saying. And
we do. The statement is not incorrect about one Leophotia as well. So.
Oh, hot mama, literally. This box bits is on fire.
Fireball.
Actually, you brought up earlier the name of your island. Did you have a hard time coming up with an island name? Because, like, I took a while, and then I was just like, I'm going to be super sentimental and gross and name my island Lilia.
Which is so cute.
Which I was hoping Lily would find to be the most adorable thing ever. She just kind of looked at me and was like, you're a dork, but you're cute. And I'm like, thanks.
You know that her heart was like fluttering on the inside. She just didn't want to show it.
I hope so. Then I went to school, or not school, then I went to work the next day and I got an email from a girl named Lilia at work. And I'm like, oh, there's actually a Lilia who works here. That's awkward. Anyway.
Wow. What a coinkerdink.
Right? But yeah, that's how I named my island. I was just like, Lilia, I want to think of my sweet significant other every time I play my favorite game. And that's what I did. But how did you come up with yours? Did you struggle? Was it a hard sell?
I think the first, like maybe the night or two before the game, I started thinking of names or trying to because I couldn't sleep. And I actually went on kind of a similar thing with you. I was trying to find words that I liked and adding something like IA or something at the end just to make it sound like a place. I remember one that I was really hoping for was Eumeria, just including the word Yume, like dream. Yeah. And I was like, that sounds pretty. But then I looked it up to see if there was anything called that, and it's some sort of like hentai game from the mid-2000s. Like, this kind of doesn't sell me on it quite as much. But what's another like pretty word or just kind of floaty, dreamy thing? And then I was like, Arya. And I've also been watching the Iyashike anime Arya, which just is very healing and makes me feel at peace. And it takes place in like a futuristic version of Venice, Italy, which in some ways is almost like an island because it has water gates running through everything. So I was like, you know what? I just really like the word Arya. Arya is also like a music singing term, and I love singing. And I was like, yeah, you know what? We're just going to say Arya, and I just put Isle in there for shortening of island because I wanted to. I didn't want it to just be called Arya, so you have Arya Isle, and I'm pretty okay with it. But it was such a, I think the only reason naming was such a struggle is because they only gave us 10 characters, you know?
Yeah, I want more. Like if they dropped DLC where they were like, pay $15 and you can get like 5 more villagers on your island, I would do it. I would drop money to be able to have more space for more villagers. I understand why we don't have more than 10 because that's a lot of resources, and those characters have to generate all over the map, and they all have their own individual like dialogue and personalities, and they also have their own inventory because you can give them gifts and stuff that they'll either wear or put in their houses. So I understand why we only have 10, and 10 is still a lot, but God, if I could get 5 more, I would drop the money for it in an instant.
Absolutely. Me too. Absolutely. Out of the, so actually, you mentioned how we can give them gifts, which they'll actually apply now, which is something that I love in New Horizons in comparison to the previous games. In New Leaf, you could give people like clothes and they might wear it. It was like an off chance, but the amount of times that like I'll actually see villagers in New Horizons wearing things that I give them, or like putting door plates out that I give them, or flowers in a little vase. I love that little detail so much. It makes it feel, it makes your friendships feel more genuine and organic, and you know, it just makes me happy every time Bo comes out in his little bunny day crown, which looks so cute on him. It wraps around his horns.
Oh,
but yeah, I did want to ask you, just between like, you know, there are so many things to do on the island as far as like flower breeding. You can do shopping, you can do home design, you can do fashion. Is there like a favorite aspect or activity in the game that you find yourself enjoying?
Able Sisters. Every day I go and get outfits. I have so many outfits. I switch out my wand outfits like every single day that I play the game. I have a couple of favorite outfits. Husband number 6 is my current favorite. Or was it husband number 4? Doesn't matter. Actually, it's husband number 4, which is a outfit that's got like a black dress and like a black hat that looks like a spider like hat. I was running around my island with it and a shovel, and Suki was over and she's like, could you like try and hide when you're committing crimes? It was very funny. And I called it husband number 4. For obvious reasons.
Yes. Okay. So I was going to say, that sounds like a motif even for your outfits, which I think sounds like a lot of fun.
I love coming up with names for my outfits. One thing that I actually had a lot of fun with is very often Suki will tease me by calling me Alchemy Mini X331, which was my editor name many, many years ago. But every now and again, she'll just be like, "Oh, my favorite editor, Alchemy Mini X331," or she recently sent me like a box of goodies, and she wrote, "For the amazing editor, Alchemy Mini X331," on a bunch of the items and stuff like that. So I found the most, like, gothic Lolita outfit that I could find, and I called it Suki Studios 00, which was her old outfit.
I love it.
And I went to visit her on her island, and I was like, let me show you my new outfit. And I showed it to her, and she lost her mind. It was so funny.
That is incredible. I love that. I can attest to it. I mean, your outfit game is on goddamn point. Naming and how they look. I remember when you showed me your wand outfits. First off, I loved the hell that your mermaid outfit was called Mermaid Melody. That gave me so much life.
Ha!
And the Yuri on Ice one, I think, is still my favorite. It just looks so reminiscent of, like, Yuri's finals, like, ice skating outfit. And I love it. And I love your witchy outfit. Like, there's so many goddamn good ones.
I love them. I love them all. Yes. They're so good. I spent all my money and my bells at the Able Sisters store.
Hey, you're supporting them to make sure they can hopefully expand in the future by being fashionista number one.
Nice. God, it felt so good to buy that gigantic crown.
Oh my, did you finally get it?
Yeah,
Congrats.
I did. It took a lot of time, a lot of flipping the turnip market, and a lot of patience, but I got it. I got that crown.
Are you wearing it all over your town?
I wear it in one of my outfits.
Yes! Do you know what that outfit is called, by the way?
I think it's just called something dumb, like Royale. I'll need to go back and give it a good one. Maybe I'll just name it, like, Persona 5 Royale.
Yes! Yes! Please!
Oh,
my god. Oh, actually, I meant to ask you this at some point. My Able Sisters right now has, like, schoolboy outfits in, which includes, like, the schoolboy cap that looks a lot like Hanako's hat, and I wanted to ask if you had it already or if you wanted it, because I was gonna...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You should give me that.
Okay. I was gonna send it as a surprise, but I was like, I don't know if she already has this, because obviously if there's Hanako-kun stuff, like, she's gonna be on it, and I know you have Nene's uniform from Rin, right? She did the QR code.
Yeah, she made me one. And I was like, oh, like she handmade it for me. I'm so happy.
That's so sweet.
10 out of 10 birthday present.
I still haven't seen I haven't seen your Islander wear that. Next time I come by, I'm going to be like, where the Nene? Where the Nene?
It's a permanent space in my wand outfit, or my wand outfits. It never leaves. It's always there. And it's called Yashiro!
Oh my god, it's perfect.
Also, in the Hanako-kun voice, or it doesn't work.
Also, in my Able Sisters shop, they have face bandages as well.
Bless. So I have so many face bandages. I bought like a ton of them so they can go with every outfit.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna send it with the Hanako-kun hat just to hurt you. But
I won't. Rude. What a rude lady. Everybody thinks that Cammy is this sweet, adorable maiden, and she is, but sometimes she just goes for the jugular.
Because I love you, and you would do the same thing to me. Like, we emotionally scar each other. This is what we do.
That's how you know you're best friends.
Exactly. Only people who have emotionally scarred me get to be bridesmaids at my wedding.
True facts. True facts about the Cammy.
Yes. Oh, you want to know something that's really sweet that I've seen on Twitter is that apparently a lot of people have been having Animal Crossing proposals and Animal Crossing weddings since they can't meet in person right now due to the shutdown, and that's like the most precious thing I could ever imagine.
I am soft.
So soft. Yes.
So soft.
I love it.
So soft.
I absolutely love it. So definitely in that note, Cassie and I are both retweeting a lot of Animal Crossing content. So if that is something you're interested in and like seeing all the memes, follow us on Twitter. I'm just saying. I think that I don't know what my favorite aspect is. It's probably outfits, but I would say I'm not quite as stylish as you are. Right now, I'm having a lot of fun curating the villagers on my island because there's just so many, and I just want them all to have like a cute cami aesthetic. So I think that's what I've slowly been working on. I have Penelope, who I know Lily thinks is ugly, but I think Penelope is adorable. She is a mouse, but her ears are this giant pink bow for like her little blonde hair, and she is so precious, and her whole house is pink. And then I also found Marcy, who is a pink kangaroo that wears a lacy frilly apron. And I'm like, you bless you. I'm like, you belong here. Please come to my island.
I want her. I want her so bad.
She's so good. And then recently, after Rodney moved out, I was like, Suki, you once mentioned you could help me get so-and-so. And she was like, I could do that. Or, because I'm such a good amiibo collector, you could take a look through all of my wares and choose which one you want. And I was like, okay, sure. I bet there's like maybe like 6, maybe 10 amiibos she has. No, honey, she has a binder of Animal Crossing Villager amiibo cards. And she made my decision very difficult, but I ended up picking out Francine, who is a blue polka dot bunny, and she is so cute. She has a sister named Chrissy. If you look them up, they are sisters, and they're parallel. Chrissy is pink, and she's very cute, but I wanted a smug villager, or not a smug, whatever, like the female villager equivalent where they are...
Like sassy or something, I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're like uppity or something. They have other dialogue. And I was like, I'm missing this type of islander. So I have Francine. She is super cute and very fancy, and I love her already. I'm trying to give her a door plate, but she just moved in, so I can't give her gifts yet. So I'm like waiting on that. But I am very proud of like the super cute villagers that I'm like, oh yay, I collected you. And of course a friend gifted me Marshall, which was like my entire freaking life. So I have my baby boy Marshall. I gave him a noble coat a few days ago, which is like a classical ruffly like prince jacket that he wears, and I just live for it every single day. He is my prince.
Oh my god.
It is good, and I shower him with love. Marcy today was like, I have a package that was delivered to my house, but it's meant for Marshall. Can you deliver it? I was like, yeah, of course. And so I sent it to Marshall, and then he's like, okay, you're not going to believe this, but I actually ordered this package as a gift for someone. Ta-da! It's for you. And he got me a really cute sweater that is like lavender purple with a mint green stripe through it, and I'm like, God, I love you. He also gave me a flashy floral hairpin. Like, he knows. He knows we are a thing. And our love is eternal. Our love is eternal. It's pretty great.
Cammy.
What? Yes?
You're great. You're so great.
Love you forever.
Can I get that as a ringtone?
Oh, you know it. And for free, baby. Anything for you.
Yes.
So yeah, like with Bo and Marshall and Marcy and Penelope, like and Francine, I'm very much liking how my villagers are stacking up. I recently finally got done like arranging their houses in a little like residential neighborhood area with fences and stuff. Which I have to say, Cassie, like I would never have been able to complete that without you, because each house costs 50,000 bells to move.
Oh,
and one time I saw Cassie, and Cassie's like, let me give you money. And she gave me 1,000,000 bells, which honestly built my residential area. So it's really all thanks to you as like the greedy billionaire donor that you were for me.
I did it. I was helpful.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because yeah, like and it costs 50,000 bells to move a house, not to mention if you don't move the house perfectly, then if you want to readjust it, you can't move it where there is currently another building. So say if I wanted a house a little bit more to the right, I would have to pay 50,000 bells to move that house somewhere completely bumfuck random, then pay another 50,000 bells to move it right back. It's awful. It is fucking awful, which is even more so when I see towns like Rin's. I'm like, how the fuck did you get this perfectly? Or did you just have to spend like a shit ton of time and money to try and get it right? I don't know.
Column A, a little bit from column B is my guess.
Yep. It is an effort, is all I'm saying. And I am not a very efficient bell generator, so like you saved my butt. And now I have all of my houses together, and eventually they'll all be filled with perfect villagers, and it's gonna get a dedication sign that says donation by Cassie from Lilia. Yes. I'm gonna get a stone that I can like customize the sign on. It's gonna be great.
I cannot wait.
Yes. All right. As far as topics go, I actually would love to know, because one of the most lucrative bell making schemes in the game when it first started was tarantula farming. And Cassie, you do not like spiders, right?
No, I hate them. And there was one night where I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm desperate for them bells. I'm gonna try and make a tarantula island. And I did it, and it was the most anxiety-inducing moment of my life. And it just kept happening over and over again. It got to a point where I was like, Lily, I made the island. I tried. I got like 10 spiders on my own. Can you please fill the rest of my inventory for me, because I'm scared? And she was like, yeah, sure, whatever.
That is wife goals right there. Oh my god, no, I understand. You managed to pull off the like hole catching method, right? Like where you run into... Okay, I never learned how to do that. Like every time I saw people with the holes, it was in some other different pattern, and I know from trying to flower breed that I'm shit at like aligning the holes right, because that's another thing I've like failed at and then learned how to do. So what I ended up doing after I made my island is that I just would see a tarantula, take my net out. I wouldn't have it with me all the time, because basically they won't attack you if you're not holding a net. So I just wouldn't have my net out. And then if I saw one, I would get my net out and I just slowly approach it. If you like walk really, really slow, when you get to a certain range, they'll see that you're there, and they'll like sit there and like lean upwards a little bit, like they're in some sort of predatory stance or whatever.
And they hiss at you. They do hiss at you.
They do. But then you just don't move until they go back to normal. And so you just do like inch by inch by inch. And I did that, which is probably why my tarantula farm night took like 3 fucking hours, because I went the slow method, because I was like, IDK had a holes, fam, but I'll just like creep up and watch these things hiss at me. Except I think maybe I didn't find that as scary, because I was like, hey, look at it raising its booty. It's like booty up, booty down, booty up, booty down. I just thought it was funny.
Honestly, I tried catching them the way that you catch them, and I would always I could never, like, tell,
like, align it?
Like, how far away I was supposed to be.
Right.
I'd get really close, and then I'd be like, is this close? No, I gotta get a little closer. And then I would miss, and then it would immediately fucking bite my ass.
Yep.
And I'd be like, well, I tried. I think the island method is easier, because if you could chase them into the trap that you make, like, you can go at it as many times as you possibly, like, need to.
Yeah, for sure.
But the anxiety of the fucking spider chasing you around the island to get to the trap. And sometimes you try and jump over the hole, because that's the whole thing. You lead them into the trap and then you jump over the hole. Sometimes you don't jump and you just get eaten. And it's like... There's
honestly just no way to win, like, with tarantula farming, because, like you said, when I did it slow, there were definitely times too that like I mistimed it or misaligned it, and they just fucking went for me, and like each time I would flinch because I was like that focused, and then I'd be like, no, god damn it, and I like physically flinched each time. But then, like you said, there's the risk of not jumping, and I think that was my concern, is I was like, I don't know how to make these holes, and like watch me just fuck it up. But either way, there's gonna be some tarantula that's gonna kill you. Bite you a couple times. And the first time that it bit me, I didn't realize that thankfully you're still on the island and you come back, and I thought it was going to send me home, and I was very upset. Until Orville was like, kid, no code red, I'm glad you're okay. And I was like, oh, you're so nice, Orville, I like you.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, the dodos are so good. The dodos are very good. So yeah, tarantula farming, I did once, but at this point, I'm just trying to kind of like randomly sell shit, including like fishing and trying to play the stock market. Usually, I don't do the stock market because my lazy butt doesn't wake up in enough time. I'll wake up at like 1 p.m. and I'm like, oh, damn it. I can't play the stock market. But this week I did, so hopefully I will get some muns.
I hope you get a lucrative comeback.
Nothing will be able to beat the time that in your town, weren't they selling for like 600 bells per turnip?
Yeah, it was like 570 something or some nonsense. That's why I got so much money, because I had like a gajillion turnips, and I just so happened to get really damn good turnip prices. It was nuts.
Yeah, that was insane. I don't think I've ever heard anyone else I know that like does the stock market get them that high. I was talking to a friend about it today, and I was like, I don't really know what prices are good and what's bad. And he told me, he was like, well, I think anything approaching 150 to 200 is like pretty okay. It's pretty good. And then if you get above that, it's just fucking great. So 570 is like insanity. Absolute insanity.
Nuts.
Yeah. So that was awesome. I wish I didn't sleep in very late that week so I could have jumped on that. But, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. I'm still waiting for Flick, be noted. It's been probably like 2 weeks.
He's in my town right now.
I've seen him in Suki's town. He's in your town. I have so many my inventory for bugs is full of like tarantulas and hornets and all that shit. And I'm just like, Flick, please. I have resting money sitting here until you come. So, you know, we'll see about that. But yeah, do you have a favorite traveling merchant out of like the merchants and the people that come on our island?
There's a few that I just kind of enjoy. I really like the Ghost. I've only found him twice. Wisp, I think his name is. He's super cute ghost. I like him. I love Gulliver. He's such a sloppy bitch. Like,
yes.
We stan a sloppy bitch king. Like, he never learns. And I'm just like, you know what? If there's anyone who's a good representation of millennial culture, it's Gulliver. And I just really, really appreciate him. In regards to, like, actual merchants, I think Sahara's fun. And Daisy May is just so cute. I think I like all of them. I haven't met Red yet, the, like, super schemy, like, art guy. I haven't met him yet. Mostly because I had to put the game down, like, right as that stuff was happening. Like, right after the update dropped, I was like, nope, gotta study. But hopefully I'll get to go into his boat of wonders at some point.
I can't handle the fact that, like, his boat... Have you heard, like, where his boat lands and stuff? Like, the logistics of it? Okay, I don't need to spoil it for you then, but, like, everything about him's so fucking shady, which I love, and I'm gonna send you this tweet that makes me laugh really fucking hard, because apparently it's canon that Nook and Red have this, like, rivalry, because Nook is trying to be a good, honorable, hardworking businessman, and Red is like, I'm gonna be fucking shady, and so they used to be business partners, but now they compete, and it's hilarious. And I'm going to send you this tweet about it. I really like Label, or Labelle, the third Able sister, who hasn't come to my island a whole lot, but she does, and she's super cute, and I'm hoping, like, in New Leaf we'll eventually get an expansion so she can sell accessories, because she's very, very cute.
I like it.
Let me send you this. Also, Leaf is a cutie. He is a sloth that sells flowers and hedges, and I like him.
So your favorite villager is Marshall. Yeah.
Yes.
I think mine's probably either Dom or Meringue. I had to work for Meringue, though.
Meringue is so you, because you love strawberry shortcake, right?
I do, and she's so soft, and her house is just so cute, and she is so cute, and I love Meringue. She is best girl. She's so good.
That is awesome. She is... Do you know if she's like I wonder what her type is, if she's normal or if she is like Uchi or what. I'm gonna go ahead and probably look into that. Do you know I share a birthday with Meringue, actually? Her birthday is the same as mine.
Confirmed, yes. Best girl. Confirmed.
Nice. Oh, she's so cute. Is she still in her default outfit with you? Have you gifted any of your villagers' fashion? Have you applied your fashionista taste onto them?
There was one day I went around and just gave everybody in my town something out of my closet. I gave Meringue a really cute pink knit sweater, and it looks adorable on her. I love it.
Oh,
She's
nice.
so cute.
She is a good girl. I need to give more villagers fashion. I think the only things I've given are Marshall the noble coat, and I gave Bo the Bunny Day thing. I want to give them more like hats and accessories. Oh my god. I have to show you these pictures. Suki had a penguin villager that was super cute, but then she was like, I had to kick her off because she looks like this when she wears glasses.
I love that though. Ah.
Wait, what do you love?
She sent me a picture of the penguin from like a distance wearing glasses, and they look super cross-eyed, and I was like, she's perfect.
I died. I thought she looked so funny, and then Suki's like, "Yeah, in Maholand we have a case where we can't do that." It's just like in the declaration of Maholand, it says you can't look like a derp wearing glasses.
Well, then I guess I can't go to Maholand because I look pretty derpy and I wear glasses.
You do not look cross-eyed when you wear glasses, Cassie. You are beautiful.
I can if I try.
Well, yes, but that takes effort. Unfortunately, that
I crossed my
default.
eyes just now. Just now. You can't see it, but I did. I did it.
You literally just reminded me of...
A 5-year-old? Yeah, that's what I was going for.
You reminded me of what Bo or a lazy type says if you give them a present. They're like, I love colors like this. If I stare at them long enough, everything becomes fuzzy. And I'm just like, honey, are you okay? That's always my terminal question for Bo. Honey, are you okay? All right. On that note, any last-minute Animal Crossing thoughts or comments before we end the episode?
Nah, just if you have any thoughts on Animal Crossing, please let us know. We would love to discuss more Animal Crossing things with you, and maybe we'll come back in a couple of months and talk about all the new changes. I can't wait for, like, several months from now when it's winter and I can make a snowman. I'm so excited. I gotta get through summer, though.
That's very true. And if you want, like... If you want friend codes, like for me, hit me up on Twitter, please. Because yeah, we can be friendos. Show me your cute islands and make me jealous of your architectural skills. Alrighty, this has been a Box Bits episode of the Annie Chat Box, and I do hope you enjoyed it. And go out there and make your islands the best thing they can be, and please don't hit villagers with nets on their heads, please. This has been a PSA.
Yay! Unless they're moose.
Okay, Moose or Rodney. Yeah, Moose or Rodney, it's allowed. All right, good night, everybody.
Bye!
See you later. Bye.